Hey, before we jump in, could you do me a quick favor? Go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, give this explainer a like, and drop a comment down below. It really helps support the channel. All right, welcome. Today we are going to completely deconstruct the year. We're going to take the whole calendar and turn it into a super simple visual guide that you're going to master in like the next few minutes. So let's get right to it. We all know the basics, right? There are 12 months and there are 4 seasons. But how in the world do they actually fit together? It can feel a little random. But it turns out there's a really simple system hiding in plain sight. And the key that unlocks this whole thing? It's this number right here, 4. It's all about the 4 seasons. Seriously, once you get a handle on the seasons, all the months just click right into place.
So let's start there with those 4 main pillars of the year. Think of them as the big main chapters in the story of our calendar.
Let's begin with the 2 big anchors of the year, the total opposites. On one side, you've got winter. You know, it's cold, sometimes there's snow, you're cozy inside. And on the complete other end of the spectrum, there's summer. Hot, sunny, and everyone's heading to the beach. These 2 extremes really define the whole calendar. And what connects those 2? Well, you've got the seasons of transition. First, there's spring, when everything comes back to life, flowers are blooming, and the weather finally starts to warm up. Then you have autumn, or fall, as some people call it, where the leaves put on that incredible color show before they fall and things start to get cool again, getting us ready for winter. Okay, so with that seasonal map in our heads, let's start placing the first 6 months of the year onto it. We're going to start our journey in the cold of winter and make our way into the warmth of spring. And here it is, the first half of our trip from month 1 all the way to month 6. You can already see how we're moving from those cool wintry vibes toward the promise of summer just over the horizon. So the year kicks off deep in winter's grip. January is month 1, of course. February comes next and keeps things pretty chilly. But then you get to March. That's the key moment, that pivot point where you can feel winter finally starting to break and spring is on its way. And then spring is here in full force. April often brings those famous rainy days that help everything grow. In May, you see the beautiful payoff with flowers blooming everywhere. In June, that signals another big shift, as that fresh feeling of spring starts heating up and transitioning into summer.
All right, pop quiz. Let's do a quick check-in. Thinking back to that big transition out of winter, which month is number 3?
You got it. It's March, the perfect bridge between winter and spring.
We're halfway there. Now let's dive into the second half of the year. This is going to take us from the peak heat of summer all the way into the cool, crisp days of autumn. And here's our roadmap for the home stretch. Months 7 through 12, ready to bring us full circle and complete the year. So the second half kicks off with summer at its absolute peak. July is definitely hot, but August often takes the trophy for the hottest month of the year. Then comes September, another one of those key transition months where the intense heat finally starts to break and summer begins its slow fade into autumn. Now we can really feel the year winding down. October is when you see all those classic autumn colors, the oranges and browns. November turns noticeably colder. kind of setting the stage for winter's big return. And finally, December, the 12th and final month, brings us right back into winter, usually with lots of holiday celebrations.
Okay, one last quick check. The grand finale of the calendar. Which month is number 12? Of course it is! December, the end of the line, completing the whole cycle. Okay, we've gone through the year piece by piece. Now it's time to zoom out and look at the complete picture. This is where it all really clicks together.
And there it is, a perfect logical cycle. You can see the clear flow now, right? From the deep winter in January, through the new growth of spring in April, the peak heat of summer in July, the heart of autumn in October, and right back to where we started in winter with December. It just makes sense. So, after all that, what's the big practical takeaway? Besides just knowing the order, here is a super simple but really powerful rule to remember. When you talk about something happening during a month or a season, the word you need is in. For example, my vacation is in August, or the leaves change color in autumn. Simple, right?
And that leads me to a final question for you. Now that you've got this whole system down and you know the rule, I'd love to see you use it. Drop a comment below and let me know, when is your birthday? Try to use that full "my birthday is in" structure.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like, and leave a comment to support the channel.